This season, all eyes have been on the Denver Broncos offense, but the defense has shown their fair share of flaws. Denver has spent money and looked to free agency for the bulk of their defensive building, and it's catching up to them. This year, they could really put a focus on defense in the draft as they look to get younger in some key areas. There are a lot of variables in play that can change a lot between now and the draft, but here are 5 defensive prospects to keep an eye on. Micah Parsons out of Penn State opted out this year, but he still stands as the top off-ball linebacker. However, opting out was detrimental due to concerns he has in coverage and not having the chance to show more. There's been a lot of discussion going around about Parsons being more of a Sam linebacker or an edge. If that is the case, his fit in Denver is questionable, as that role is filled with Alexander Johnson, and they need to better their coverage from the position. The second of 3 opted out players to make this list is Miami edge Gregory Rousseau, who is an excellent athlete. He needs technical refinement as he relies a lot on his athleticism, but he has a tremendously high ceiling. Whatever happens with Von Miller, the selection of Rousseau would make a lot of sense for the Broncos. He could either replace Miller if they move on, or be the number 3 edge rusher, develop behind Miller, and then start in 2022. Texas edge defender Joseph Ossai also makes a list, and he is a different type of edge than Rousseau is. Ossai is still very raw from a technical standpoint and shows good potential as a rusher, run defender, and in coverage. If Vic Fangio wants an edge to fill a coverage role that he likes to have, Ossai would be a good option. There is a lot of development needed, but Ossai has a lot more to work with than previous attempts to fill this role from Fangio since he joined the Broncos. The final player who opted out is Caleb Farley, who is a really good scheme fit for the coverage scheme Denver runs. While he does have medical concerns, he has shown a ton of potential on tape, but this year was a year to show consistency. AJ Bouye has not lived up to expectations despite solid play overall, and could find himself on the way out. That would put Denver in the market for a true number 1 corner to pair with Bryce Callahan in the nickel and Michael Ojemudia. Finally, there is Pittsburgh safety Paris Ford, who is such a versatile safety as he can do whatever you need him to do. He is another great scheme fit for what Denver does, and his versatility is just another style match with Vic Fangio. With Kareem Jackson getting older and 2021 being the final year he has under contract, a replacement could be in the works. Paris Ford would be such an ideal replacement for Jackson, as he is very similar to Jackson's playstyle, and a year as a number 3 guy could do wonders. Denver needs to add more youth and athleticism to their defense, and this is a great draft to go get that. There will be a lot that depends on free agency as well as potential cap casualties, but these 5 make a lot of sense at this time. For Mile High Huddle and Sports Illustrated, I'm Eric Trickle.